Hi everybody, my name is Joel Lucas, and this is my persuasive speech presentation. Tornadoes are one of the deadliest storms in the Great Plains. They kill and destroy more than any other form of nature each year. The National Weather Service shows that already 31 people have died in the U.S. in 2019 from tornadoes, and 35 people have died in 2017. Not only do tornadoes kill people, they are costing millions in damage at the same time. When we talk about tornadoes, we act as if they only happen in other places and not around us. But people in East Texas are right in the middle of Tornado Alley. Every single person says it won't happen to them, but what happens when one finally touches down in your area? Are you prepared? Now, what are tornadoes? A tornado is a violently rotating column of air. There are several different kinds, but the one constant is a tornado must be in contact with the ground and a connective cloud at the same time. On average, they last 10 minutes or less, but in that time they can cause some of the serious damage to homes, buildings, and people. Most tornadoes average 70 miles an hour, but in 1999, in Ohio, a tornado was clocked at 306 miles per hour, making it the fastest ever documented. Ready.gov tells people the best way to survive a tornado is to find a low to the ground shelter, saying safe rooms and bunkers are the best possible way to stay protected from one. They go on to tell that the best way to be prepared is to purchase a shelter that reaches qualifications of FEMA requirements. Andrew Revkin from New York Times tells readers about how even public schools are building shelter safe rooms from tornadoes. I spoke with Matt at Keep Safe Shelters in Heath, Texas. Matt told me how most people hear or see the price tag of one and they lose interest. No one wants to spend that much money on something they may or may not use. The cheapest shelter he has to offer sells for $4,000 and seats 2 people, the highest being just under $6,000 and can hold 5 people. Matt goes on to share that his biggest clients are people who have had a big scare by a recent storm or are very wealthy customers who make it clear money isn't an issue with them, leaving out a vast majority of all other people, including the middle and lower class. During the 2017 California wildfires, several people were trapped in their garages and died from the fires. California legislators mandated a new law that declares all new garage door motors have a battery backup. Now, I personally am a garage door repairman by trade. This is not news any installer wants to hear. Motors with battery backups cost at minimum $100 more for baseline products, meaning the customers will become more hesitant when looking into buying a new motor. But with battery backup motors, there's a lesser chance someone will be stuck in the garage with no way out. The safety of this outweighs the cons. Excuse me. More than 1,000 people are moving into Texas a day from out of state. Everywhere you drive in this area, there are new homes being erected. With as many new homes that are being built, and with all these new people who are coming in inexperienced when it comes to these new extreme storms, there should be a way for them to be prepared without having to spend thousands of dollars to protect their family. Harold Brooks, an expert on tornado science and statistics at the National Severe Storms Laboratory, says for new construction, I do it just like in new homes. Otherwise, it's not a particularly cost-effective way of saving lives. These are the words of an expert on this subject. Harold is telling Andrew Revkin from New York Times that it is not cost-effective to install a storm shelter after the building is already constructed. The average person doesn't have thousands of dollars to spend on one of these. A storm shelter might save your life one day. I believe every person should have access to one. I believe mandating builders to install them in new homes and the more dangerous areas for tornadoes is the only solution for people who don't have the money or are too inexperienced to know what they need. Thank you.